Well, let's speak now to Jonathan Conricus, who is a senior fellow at the Foundation for Defence of Democracies and also a former spokesperson for the Israel Defence Forces. Mr. Conricus, hello, welcome to the programme. Thank you for joining us. This limited ground operation into Lebanon, what is limited?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I think it's limited in scope, limited in size, limited in the amount of troops that will participate, and effectively limited in how deep into Lebanon it will go. I think we'll be talking about tactical distances. And when I say tactical, I mean the immediate environment that has a direct tactical influence on Israeli communities that Yolande also mentioned before were evacuated from northern Israel and have been evacuated for almost a year. And the aim really is to make it safe enough for Israelis to go back to their homes, but not only to go back, but to stay in their homes without having Hezbollah terrorists within striking distance, endangering them.
Jonathan, what do you think the IDF Israel could achieve? Is it more short-term or long-term with this operation?
I think that this operation is really designed to do something immediate that will have a long-term effect. Immediate in the sense of allowing Israelis to go back home once the security conditions have been met. But long-term, of course, we know that any military operation is, of course, intended to serve a diplomatic or a larger strategic purpose. And what needs to happen here is, of course, fighting on the ground, and then for eventually Israel and Hezbollah to get by under US and perhaps French intervention will agree to some kind of end of hostilities agreement whereby Hezbollah withdraws from southern Lebanon, distances itself from the southern border so that the area can return to being as quiet and relatively stable as it was until Hezbollah attacked on October the 8th.
Jonathan, you are a former combat commander with the IDF. Is that correct? Have I got that?
That is correct.
Okay. I don't know if you're involved in the 2006 war in Lebanon. I wonder if you could just give us an idea of what you faced then and what the IDF forces can expect today.
Well, what I think everybody in the IDF knows is that we're dealing with a very serious, disciplined, well-equipped, and capable enemy. And I never take anything away from an enemy. I try to assess their capabilities above what they really are. And I think that's a healthy attitude for a soldier to have. And we know in Israel, sadly, that we're talking about an enemy that is capable of fighting. And as such, the preparations, that's what we faced in 2006. I think Israel learned a lot. And I think that what we're seeing now, the last 2 weeks of the war, are a result of what Israel learned from 2006 in terms of preparing intelligence, in terms of analyzing the enemy and conducting surprise attacks.
Jonathan, I'm so sorry. We've just run out of time. Just had to jump in there. But thank you very much for joining us here on the programme around the world and across the UK. This is BBC News.